Hi, I'm Joe. Thank you for watching this video. This video is from a series we're calling Stories from the Mouth of the Columbia River. We hope you enjoy this video and will like and subscribe.
So I'm Arron Webster. I work here at Cape Disappointment State Park. This is the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, perched about 170 feet above the Columbia River bar. I think the river really gives me a sense of place here. The river is what makes this part of the coast different from all other parts of the coast. So it is the thing that gives character to the geography, if you will. I'm a person who's very connected to the place I live. I don't travel often, and so the river is just kind of a daily presence in my life. It kind of gives a little bit of character, not just to the geography, but really to my life. I love to be out on the river. It gives you a different perspective than I get daily here. From up here, it's kind of a bird's eye view. The river is kind of an other thing that you can look at from afar, but when you're on the river, it really gives you a whole different sense of it. You're up close and personal with not just the waves and the currents, but you see a lot more animals, and it's just a very relaxing place to be. If all goes well, it's a very relaxing place to be, and I just enjoy cruising around the river and seeing things from a different angle. I've always lived near some kind of wilderness area, and these are areas where you're not always welcome as a human, you're not always safe as a human, and even if I don't go out there, I get some kind of comfort from knowing that there's this wild and dangerous place that's right near me. So it's a sense of comfort, and that's kind of weird because it's such a tumultuous and dangerous place to get comfort from. But it's like I get comfort knowing that there's this thing out there that is not our civilization, that is not our safe roads and traffic lights and seat belts and stuff. It gives me comfort to know that there's this kind of wild place right near where I live. My boat is small, 12-foot aluminum skiff. So I have been out over the bar, but I really have to pick my days. And I like that feeling of, I wouldn't say it's a feeling of risk, but it's a feeling where you really have to judge the conditions and make decisions on the fly. Last time I went out on the river for some crabbing, I turned back and came home 10 minutes into the trip because it was just not a good condition. So I like being on the river. I'm super cautious about it, and my choice of boat forces me to really stick to the nice days. I found the career of interpretation sort of by mistake in the mid-90s. I didn't really know growing up that I wanted to be a ranger, and I didn't really know that this sort of job existed. But when I landed a volunteer position at Bryce Canyon National Park, I realized that I had really found my true passion. And what we do as interpreters, we interpret resources. Natural resources, historical resources, stories, and I get a lot out of it when I see a visitor making a connection with a resource because of something I've said or done. So I'm sort of a facilitator. I'm here to connect the visitor to the resource, and it's very rewarding. We aim to not just help the visitors connect with our resources, but we really want to change the way they act towards our resources. It's kind of a sneaky social engineering sort of a thing where we're trying to convince you to preserve nature or stories or whatever it may be. We're kind of recruiting you into being stewards of these resources. And so when I see people acting with stewardship, it kind of gives me a sense of pride, and I know that I've done what I set out to do. It's not often that I hear about the results of presentations that I give, and 99% of the people who attend my presentations, I never know. if this inspired them or not. And so these rare occasions when something like that comes back to me, it's really a good feeling. And you know, what you all are doing is stewardship. This is a story that is lost if it's not retold. If this information is just in a book in the archives of the Army Corps of Engineers, it doesn't have the value that it does if it's brought to the light of the public. And so what you're doing is research stewardship, just in the same way that picking up trash on the beach is resource stewardship. This is preservation of stories, and that's why I'm here.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope that it was interesting to you, and if it sparked in any way thoughts you may have about stories from your family or friends or anyone, we'd love for you to make connection with us. Go to our website at tamingthemouth.com and click on the contact button, and we look forward to hearing from you.